Hello everybody, Storm here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the modern-day Italian campaign featuring the Millennium Dawn mod. In the last episode, we began arranging our forces for an eventual attack against Austria, because they have some resources. They aren't in NATO, and it didn't look like they were going to be joining NATO, because they don't have any social liberal. Well, they have a little tiny bit of social liberal, but I think that's what NATO likes to have in order for countries to be able to join them. So, we started lining up our forces, but we were justifying a war with Morocco already, so I decided to go ahead and hold off on any attack on Austria until we complete our attack on Morocco. So we launched our assault on Morocco. That was going very well, at least initially, and then Morocco joined the CSTO, which is these guys right here. That includes Russia. And they were able to call Russia into war against us. So we are now at war with Russia and its allies. So Russia, Belarus, Abkhazia, and Armenia, and Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. So, yeah, okay. That works, I guess. So, we're going to have to deal with this. Now, in all honesty, I had considered redoing last episode. Save scumming it and starting over and trying something different. But, ultimately, I decided, nah, that wasn't a good idea. It was a decision we made, it was a call we made, so we're going to stick with it, and we're going to deal with it. I think we can, too. First thing we need to do is set a new research. Which we are actually at a point where we're ahead of the game. Oh, no, it is 2012 now. So yeah, let's go ahead and start grabbing some new body armor. Now, the other thing that we have an issue with is that we are being attacked. Actually, let me step this. No, actually, no, we're not. We're being attacked by Russian bombers. So I don't think these are actually fighters, but I don't think they have anywhere unless. No, they don't have any airbase. At least I don't know of any airbase up there. Let's see, my fighters. Let's see, where are my fighters? I could potentially put them up there, but that's as far as they can go. So that's the only place that they could potentially have fighters that could reach this zone. But what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we get air coverage, because the other zones are being hit by unescorted long-range bombers. So, this is what we're going to do. We have 800 wings here. We don't necessarily need that many. We have 200 wings over Croatia. We have 200 planes. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. So you're over Croatia. Let's take you, and we're going to move you to here. Put you over Bosnia. And I'm going to take you, move you here, put you over Serbia. I'm going to take you, move you here, put you over Macedonia. Okay, that's the whole Serbia zone. We want to make sure that we have at least one squadron over every air zone that could potentially be hit. But I think we're only really going to need one. Because, again, they're unescorted strategic bombers. And we have 400 here. These guys, I'm actually going to cancel their mission, turn them off. We have 200 fighters. Let's take 200 more fighters, and we're going to bring them over here. Put them over northern Iraq. And this fighter wing is going to come over southern Iraq. Actually, I don't think I want 200 there. Let me rethink this a second. Get over Egypt. I'm trying to think of what the radius is going to be. I think they can probably get to Egypt. Alright, we're going to keep the 300 fighters here for now. Now, we're going to turn off... I'm going to get the bombers out of those regions. We don't need bombers there. And we're going to do something with the bombers. A little later. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of setup before we get anything moving here. My fleet, I'm going to reposition the fleet. I'm going to tell them to patrol here, here, and here. Block the Mediterranean from the Black Sea Fleet. And we can actually make another new fleet. Take all the carriers. Take all the cruisers. I'm going to take 10 of the destroyers. Take 10 of the frigates. And we're going to take 20 of the corvettes. I'm going to call this Carrier Group 2. Give you an admiral. Let's see. Man, we could really use some better naval bases. Let's base you here. And for the time being, we'll get you patrolling around our coastlines. Alright. Now, the next thing I want to do. Our transport wings. We're moving our transport wings over here. Because I have a plan. Paratroopers. Redeploy to that area. The armor. You're already down there. You guys, mountain infantry. We're going to bring you down as well. We're basically going to start staging our entire military down here. Probably except for the Marines. Get rid of any orders you have. Oh, wait a minute. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Okay. You guys... bring it down here. And you guys... come to... there. Alright. Okay. So now we go ahead and we're going to unpause it. Alright, now these are going to show red. all they have are bombers. And we're contesting them. Apparently they did get a nuke off. That's irritating. Get over there. Close air supports, strategic bombers, and attack bombers. Reposition yourselves. We want you to sit somewhere where you're not going to get hit. Reposition over there for now. Yeah, they are getting... Those are bringing like 500 bombers to be able to get enough through that they can hit me with a nuke. Can I make any more squadrons of fighters? I think I probably can. Let's... switch everybody over to interception as their primary mission. Because we're just doing bomber intercepts here. Now, does that actually work? No, that doesn't actually work. Okay, so we probably need to do both. Both missions. Still trying to figure out the new air system. Okay, so we're running both missions. We're just trying to do enough to prevent them from nuking us anymore. These guys are still deploying. 91, 92, 96. Oh, come on, guys. They probably had enough air superiority for like an instant to get that off. Alright, now I'm going to have a lot of repairs to do. Prioritize the military factories. Prioritize anyone that are all close to being repaired. Major monarchist rally? Good. Okay. Yeah, it's like they momentarily flood it with planes. And it gets them enough. But I think it might be calming down now that I have... So I think it's 75% air superiority is what they need. Alright. Now, we need to somehow get to Russia. The big problem is that Turkey is a part of NATO. They control the Bosphorus, and we do not have military access with them, and we cannot get it. I mean, I can try and improve relations. And see if we can get to a point where I can get military access. Improving relations in Turkey. Oh, that's what I just did. Right. .09 per day. Now, we'll boost those relations up to 100 and we'll see what happens there. But we can't get through the Bosphorus, and actually, neither can the Russians. So, we're safe, for the time being, from naval invasion. Commandi. Right, you are Marines. What am I actually doing with the Marines? Let's just bring them down somewhere. Let's bring them to Palermo. Are we close to getting some more paratroopers? We need 3 more paratrooper divisions. They're not trained, but you know what? I'm just going to push them out.
Formazione. Avanzate.
All right. Now, we are short resources. So I think at this point, we're going to have to trade for it. We need some aluminum. Let's grab it from Australia. Rubber. Let's continue to get the rubber from Thailand. Tungsten. We're kind of tapped out from Vietnam. I really don't want to give more factories to China, but they're the ones that have what we need, so go for it. And we need a chromium. Alright. Are we overloaded on any particular resource besides oil? Steel. Are we importing steel? Can I make this adjustment? There we go. Don't quite need as much steel. That's probably because we have a lot of damaged factories and we aren't really using the steel. Actually, what I should probably be doing is prioritizing those fighters. Then we just have to get these factories repaired. All right. So we're gonna do this twofold. First off, we're gonna do an airdrop from here, and I'm gonna drop them in Crimea. I think we can take Sevastopol, we can take the Crimean Peninsula, and we can hold up here, defend across the strait. That should hopefully distract some Russian forces. I don't have any delusions that I'll be able to actually break out from here to be able to do anything, but we can at least hold the peninsula. It'll get me a place where I can position planes to strike deep into Russia. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to get our major ground forces into Russia or into the belligerent nations somehow. Going through Turkey isn't going to happen. So, we have well, there are two options, but we'll have to see how it goes. I think we're going to have to go through some neutral nations to get to Russia. We're going to have to take down Iran, and then we're going to need to take down Turkmenistan so that we can then break into Kazakhstan, or we're going to need to take down Azerbaijan so that we can then break across the Caucasus and into the Russian heartland here. So we'll have to think about that. But first and foremost, we're going to need to take down Iran. So we're going to need to start moving our forces into position. My tanks.
Attento.
My mechanized infantry.
Pronto all'azione.
I think we'll probably also bring over the mountain infantry.
Pronto all'azione.
I think these guys, we're going to have them just come over here for now. Get in the region.
Ordini.
Same with these guys. Where are you?
Ordini. Pronto.
Oh, I think that's where the port actually is. Okay, there we go. And you come over here.
Pronto.
Marines. Actually, you know what I'm going to do with the Marines? We need someone to garrison the current occupied territory. They're not the best for it, but they're the only spare troops I have. And then we're going to need to justify a war goal. 35 political power, take 175 days. Go ahead and do it. Okay, well, it looks like we now suddenly need tons. Whoa, what happened to our steel imports? Japan is no longer... Japan has closed its economy. Brazil. Send me your steel. Due to low trade influence. Okay. They closed their economy for some reason. I don't have any choice. Trying to grab it from the US. There we go. Aluminum, United Arab Emirates has stopped. So we need to grab it from China. Rubber. Thailand has stopped trading with us. I'll grab it from Indonesia then. Tungsten. We just need more because we're repairing factories. Chromium. South Africa has stopped trading with me. we will go with India instead. Okay, yeah. We're just going to be short as we bring factories back online. And factories continue to get damaged by strategic bombers. Alright, we got that. 2012. Anything else that's at the 2012 level? Nothing there. This one's done. This is done. We can grab some new ship designs. Let's grab the new carrier design. It'll take over a year to research. Let's move where those guys are deploying. Add a few more. Okay, so those guys are lining up. Let's go ahead and see if we can do this. From here into Sevastopol, and then push there. Let them reorganize. We're probably also going to need is to make sure that some civilian factories get repaired as well. I think Azerbaijan may be the better option. It'll give me a corridor. And I'll be able to strike at the Russian fuel reserves. Alright. Let's give this a shot. Let's go. Well, that failed miserably. My entire army of paratroopers was just wiped out. Beautiful. Well, so much for that. Let's start retraining more paratroopers. We're gonna need another army. So we're gonna want 2, 6, 4 times. Okay, now, do we still have resistance to occupation? We still do. Asian Economic and Defense Union. New international alliances appeared at the world stage as the Chinese leadership announced the creation of the Asian Economic and Defense Union, or AEDU. Regional powers aligned themselves with this new military and economic bloc, surely bolster Chinese power in the region. Brazil is not giving me what I need. Well, now it is. Problem is, I think we don't have a ton of suppression in my Marines. No, we don't, because we don't have MPs. I mean, there is some in there. It might just have to sit there for a little bit. Alright. Do I actually have... Oh, I just have a straight-up war goal against Azerbaijan. I just declare war on them straight away. Okay, so that does make a lot more sense than trying to go through Turkmenistan. Alright, so we're going to need orders.
Pronto. Comandi.
This shouldn't be too complicated. Now, as far as air cover goes, here are all, well, not all. Is this all? Naval bomber wings. Fighter wings, fighter wings. We have some strategic rockets. Can I put, like, strategic rockets somewhere? Oh, no. Here is a lot of our other close air support. Let's see, we're going to put them. Let's put them here. Give them those orders. We're going to need some fighters, which we don't have a lot of fighters. So I have to create some new wings. Get a couple of new wings. All right. Had not expected them to have that many troops in Sevastopol. So, oh well. Alright, when is this justification going to be done? 3rd of August. Yeah, we just got to give their planes something else to do. Alright. But we're getting along here, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to end the episode here. And then we're going to see if we can get this done when we come back. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.